Sizemore net for the Bulldogs.
Welcome back in. We had some technical difficulties. We should be completely live now.
All right. So for the starting lineups here, we have Eli Sizemore net, Ryan Gurker, Owen Soper, Andy Ignatovich as we kick away. Go deep. It'll be looks like it'll be a goal kick for Olivet here, as Nicholas Vanport Fleet will kick it away. Bulldogs here trying to claim their first conference win over the Comets. Both coming in with struggling records. Only 2 wins combined between these two teams, 1 apiece. Vanport here to send it. Vanport Fleet, sorry, to send it away. It'll be a header. Phone high ball back in. It's being chased down by Braden Abbott for Olivet, and Eli Sizemore slips up a little bit there as Abbott sends it right into the knees of Sizemore, and it'll be cleared there by the Bulldogs. Throw in here for the Comets. Abbott to throw it in. So Sean, you're taking his time as Abbott is going to look for a long throw in here. He's going to send it away into the box. It's going to be headed away by Adrian College. It's going to roll out. It'll be an Olivet throw in here.
Now, Michael, I don't know if you saw on that last play, but Sizemore coming out of net trying to make a play on the ball did slip.
Yes.
I was able to walk on this field before the game, and the turf inside the dome here compared to at Docking Stadium, it's a little bit more slick here, a little bit more of a thicker turf with more rubber down. So it doesn't surprise me. We've already seen a couple players slip already.
Yes, we'll see if that's a key factor here. Sizemore bats one away off of a header by Abbott. Sizemore, early little slip there, was able to block a ball, and then right there with a nice hand from Sizemore. Sizemore set to kick it away here for the Bulldogs early on in this first half. He's going to send it towards the sideline. A little bit of an errant kick as he was looking for Kyle Peterson there on the outside and just sends it out of bounds. It's going to be another Olivet throw in here. Holland.
It was an unforced error by Sizemore there. Olivet put a lot of pressure on the Bulldog offense to, get it out of their own territory. And Sizemore tried to take advantage of that gap in the middle, but just booted it right to the Bulldog bench.
Yes, so Zachary Eldred's going to kick it out of bounds for the Bulldogs, and it'll be another Holland throw in here early. Olivet's going for 2 long throw-ins. See if it's a third. They're going to throw it back. That's going to be to Stephen Austin on the side there. So he's going to send it out of bounds, as it'll be another throw in for the Bulldogs. It's going to be sent back by, looks like, long throw by Peterson. It's going to be headed out of bounds by Olivet's Shield. As Peterson set to have another throw in here for the Bulldogs early. Looking to gain some field here as Peterson sends it down into a bunch of bodies. It's going to be headed up by Reynolds. It's going to be tossed around in the middle here as Buchan, is going to get a hold of it and send it back to Vanport Fleet, who's going to throw it out of bounds. Hard to see these names on the other side of the field right now with the angle we're at.
Again, it's a different vantage point. Like we mentioned, first game ever here at the Adrian College Indoor Athletic Facility. Our vantage point at Docking Stadium is a good 30 feet in the air. However, here in the dome, we're, I'd say, about 8 feet up in the air and real close to the field. The out-of-bounds line, probably 15 to 20 feet in front of us. So
yeah, we're really close to the action tonight. But, I mean, it helps, though. You're a little closer, able to pick up on players' names. It's as far, the lighting here a little bit, too, while it's really beautiful inside this indoor center. Kind of getting my eyes used to it. Used to the outdoor, used to kind of looking through the clouds here, so kind of the indoor feel, getting a little used to it here. As Vanport Fleet's going to send a long ball for the Comets into a sea of bodies. It's going to be headed by Adrian College and then headed forward by Ignatovich. It's going to go back to Vanport Fleet, who's just going to send it right back into another sea of bodies. It's going to be tossed around there while Olivet takes control. I believe that was Gano. It's going to be a ball set here for Austin, as Austin's going to be outran by, I believe, that would be Kretschmer. And sent out of bounds. It should be an Olivet throw-in for Abbott here. Abbott on the sideline. Taking his time again, looking for what is going to be another long throw into the box for the Comets. They've had action here on Sizemore early. We're going to see if they're going to can convert here. And that's just going to be headed straight away by Gurker. It's going to go right back to Abbott for another throw-in, and it looks like he's going to go right back to the box here, as he has early on with already. This is his third throw-in that's going to be sent into the box for the Comets, but he's going to actually fall short here. And he was looking for Reynolds, and it's going to be sent back out of bounds by, I believe, Adrian College's. I believe that was Gurker.
Again, when they're tucked away in the back corner like that, it does make it real difficult to see what it is in front now.
As it's going to be cleared there by a beater. It's going to be another Comet throw-in. Comets already racking up their throw-in here, as it's going to be Holland to send another one. Looks like he's going to be looking short here to Reynolds. Nope, he's going to throw it into the box here, looking for a header up front, and it's going to be cleared away by the Bulldogs.
You know, for an Olivet team that came into this one, 7 games, only 4 goals on the year, I'm really surprised to just see the overall aggression from this offense. Every time we look up, the ball in Adrian territory, a lot of pressure from these Comets so far. Yeah,
Adrian's struggling to get the ball over midfield, but Sizemore is set to change that here with what looks like to be a long goal kick for the Bulldogs. Sizemore letting his team go down the field. Just gonna wait for them to set up. He's gonna send it away. Long ball in the Comet territory. It's gonna be headed there by Abbott, and it's gonna go out of play. Or sorry, Reynolds was with the header there. As it's gonna be a Bulldog throw-in. It's gonna be a medium length throw-in. It's gonna be off the mark there, deflected by Gano, out of intercepted by Bulldog, striking on the side. He looks for a cross in the middle there, and it's going to be caught by Van Port Fleet in goal. That was a beautiful attempt at a cross by Aiden Beater. And unfortunately, it was caught by Van Port Fleet. It's a long last name.
Anytime you have a, well, I was going to say hyphen, but no hyphens in the name.
It's just straight Van Port Fleet, but its body was taken by Gurker. As he takes possession here, it's going to be played up by Eldred. Abbott is going to play it to Reynolds. Bulldogs are going to throw it away. It's going to be Jennings on the right side who's going to kick it over to, sent back to Jennings. Jennings, key motion through. He's going to stop, fake it. He's going to go try to go through ball back to Jennings, dead.
Now, since we had Jennings involved in that last play, in an interview, I think it was about a week or two ago, we talked about the Bulldogs' slow start to the season. Obviously, if you know anything about this Bulldog team, it's not been a pretty start. 2-9 on the year, but this is the first MIAA action of the season for these Bulldogs. And he talked about how the tough start of the season, facing a lot of tough competition, might be advantageous to them as the year progresses. The quality of competition, the MIAA, maybe not as high of a standard as it was in those pre-conference games. So now that they have some experience under their belts, I think these Bulldogs can go on a run here in MIAA play.
Yes, and Charlie Miles here under his third season as the Bulldogs head coach, after kind of claiming a kind of struggling program, and last year was able to bring it back, setting their home record for wins with 11, as Abbott tries a long throw and again into the box, and it's going to be sent away by the Bulldogs. As I believe that is Beater is going to overrun a ball there in the midfield, as Peterson's going to launch one. Looking for Jennings, but it's going to be corralled by Cantu, and then Abbott's going to send it down. And it's going to be a break here for Austin, and Sizemore's going to step up and send it back in the middle.
Big play by sophomore there. Comets had numbers going the other way, but Sizemore steps up, makes a huge play, and keeps this thing scoreless for now.
Cantu's going to grab it in the back. He's going to send it. It's going to be taken through by Jennings, I believe. Jennings with a shot, and he's going to score! Kyle Jennings on a through ball. What a way to open up conference play.
Speak of the devil, we are just talking about Jennings and his words, and those words coming to fruition here. Makes the big play for the Bulldogs, puts them up front early on in this one.
What a play by Jennings, just streaking through the middle there. It would outspeed both Olivet defenders. What a way to start.
And it looks like the Comet goalie shaking up on the last play. It was one-on-one. It was Van Port against Jennings. Jennings ended up winning, and I think on the back end of that, Van Port Fleet kind of caught a little bit. So like the referee's clearing something up in front of us here.
Yeah, he's clearing up the clock time here. I think they let it run a little over. As Olivet is set in the middle here. Buchan is going to start off the Comets. He's going to send it over to Reynolds, who's going to try to throw it back. It's going to be deflected by Eldred. It's going to be kicked out of bounds there by Guerin.
Look at the momentum the Bulldogs are putting together here. This is probably the liveliest I've seen the Bulldog bench all season long so far, and they have every right to. First conference game, off to a quick score, and they're feeling it right now.
Peterson's going to send it in to Olivet. Will be Reynolds. Jennings with the failed kick there. Olivet. He's going to bounce around here, and it's going to be Miller, who's going to send it over to Kretschmeyer. Into the middle to Soper. Soper's going to throw it out wide to Jennings. He's going to cross into the middle. Turned away by Cantu. He was looking for Andy Ignatovich. Nope, Ignatovich. It's going to be a corner here for the Bulldogs, their first of the game. I believe that is Ignatovich should take it.
You know, rare corner kick for the Bulldogs here. Only 30 of them on the scene so far compared to 86 against them. So, again, more positive momentum for the Bulldogs getting an early corner here.
It's going to be a cross corner in the middle. Missed header there. As effort, as it seems like Buchan has pushed Kretschmeyer out of bounds. And it'll be an Adrian College set piece here. As Ignatovich is going to take the free kick for the Bulldogs. They're going to load up the box here, looking to go up 2-0 early on the Comets. After a really hot start for the Comets, they were in the Adrian College zone the entire time. It's going to be sent to the middle here. Hard ball cleared by the Comets. It's going to be settled by Adrian College. He's going to set it back into the box. Sent into a sea of Comets. Physicality in front there, and it seems like the Bulldogs are going to be called on a foul here. I believe that's Nick Miller that made contact with Brown for the Comets. Controlling. Brown in the back here. Brown's going to send it wide to Gano. Gano's going to look for Buchan. Huge tackle there by Soper. Comets controlling. It's going to be Gano. Looking for Abbott, but it's going to fail. It's going to be sent back to Sizemore, who's just going to send it away. Huge ball here for Ignatovich. And it's going to be taken. And that's going to be another Comet foul there. And I believe it again on Buchan. This will be a free kick here for the Bulldogs. Quick rolling here. Going to play it back here. Bulldogs with control on the right side.
We're early on here, Michael. Referees not letting a lot of the physicality go. Looks like they're going to be calling a pretty tight game today.
Yeah, a couple physical plays early, both involving Buchan, I believe. As going to be a takeaway here by Beater. Beater controls. Sends it to the back. I believe that is Jennings over there. He's going to cross to the middle. Looking for Ignatovich, but just misses. As Austin is going to grab the ball. It's going to be stolen here by Peterson. Through ball here for, that was a through ball for Beater. It's going to go out of bounds. Abbott is going to have to throw in here. Or sorry, Holland. Holland with a long toss. And it's going to be a foul on Soper for the Bulldogs, or Soper. Carter Shield is going to send it over to Holland for a free kick. As the Comets looking to get back on where they were at the beginning of the game. They were all over the Bulldogs early. Bulldogs, they great through ball to Jennings that scored. But ever since then, the Comets have been quiet. As it's going to be headed back into the box by the Comets. It's going to be cleared away by the Bulldogs. I believe that's Gurker's going to head it away, and we're going to get a foul on Olivet here. Bulldogs with a free kick incoming. Comets start off really strong in this game, having a lot of opportunities in the box, and the Bulldogs just fought, and they were able to get a goal. And now it seems like the Comets are on their heels.
Well, what led to that Bulldog goal, it was really good defense. It turned into more offense on their end. It wasn't really just a big offensive play. It was a defensive stop and a good through ball, and that's really all it was. And Jennings just outran the defense. So not surprising to see Olivet be a little bit more, I guess, conservative here, not wanting to allow something like that to happen again.
Cantu sends a long ball for Austin. It's going to be Crowd, Sizemore. He's going to control it as we get a little slip there by Austin. Sizemore sends it back. It's going to be headed by Holland. It's going to be tic-tac-toe in the middle here. It's going to be a quick play to Peterson. Peterson's going to take it on the outside. He's moving, cutting middle. Peterson still with the ball. Looks for a quick out play to Jennings, but was unfortunately able to find it. Oh, and Van Port Fleet here taking a little shot at Ignatovich. Ignatovich playing a little games there, standing right by Van Port Fleet. He's going to punt it right into the back of Ignatovich.
He's trying to make a case with the referee right now, but again, from our vantage point, couldn't tell if he was in the box, but
almost seemed like Van Port Fleet kicked it into Ignatovich there, but nevertheless, it'll be a goal kick.
Well, no matter what on that play, it's going to be blown dead, and he's going to kick it again, so he figured he'd take a shot while he's got one.
Yeah. Maybe get in the head, try to get something going here for the Comets after their early start. Van Port's going to send it into the... So both teams here is it's going to be tapped by Ignatovich and sent corralled by Abbott. Abbott's going to send over Gano. Gano's going to send one in the middle here. It's going to be headed away by Gurker. From the back line. Looking for an Ignatovich. It's going to be caught by Beater, sorry. Looking for a through ball here. There's someone slowed up on by Soper. Soper's going to send it back to Jennings. Jennings looking into the box with a long shot at Van Port. Slips to his fingertips and out of bounds. That's going to be a goal kick for the Bulldogs there.
Unfortunate break for somehow both the Bulldogs and Van Port Fleet. Jennings put one right on the money towards the corner of the net, and as you mentioned, it went not quite straight through the hands of Van Port Fleet, but he got just enough of it to keep it away from his own net here. However, Bulldogs set up for another corner here.
Ignatovich set to take it for the Bulldogs. He's going to send one into the box, and I believe that hit the body of Kretschmeyer. I believe they're calling a handball here on Kretschmeyer.
Well, right in front of us here, Charlie Miles making his case as a few times already in this game already. Van Port Fleet's kind of, I don't want to call it a shove because things get a little dicey there, but maybe some extension of the arms and some contact against a couple Bulldogs. And, well, Miles is just asking, how many times are you going to let that go so far?
Hey, he's a little heated here early as Jennings is going to run over Buchan for the Comets as the Comets will get a free kick here. It's good. No is going to take the free kick. These players looks like they're going to go with a box play here. Sending something into the box, try to get some offense going here. Sizemore has faced a couple shots early, but has not faced many since. Here we go, Godot. Hands up, and he sends it towards the box for the Comets. A little low. And it's going to be kind of sent away by his own player as Ignatovich is going to get hold of the ball. Brown. It's going to be sent over to Gano after a quick touch by Reynolds. Sends it into the box. It's going to be headed up as Shield looks for the ball. He's going to crowd on the sideline. Shield breaks around. Shield working on... Oh, Peterson's going to be in a scuffle here with... It's going to be a scuffle here with Shield, and it's going to go Adrian College's way. Shield might have got a little bit too aggressive and put his hand around Peterson.
Love the defensive pressure. It was Biter and Peterson both made a play on the ball. You know, Biter rather, passed it on to Peterson, and really he put on the finishing touches to cause the turnover there.
Yes, great play by the Bulldogs. Sizemore is going to set to take this free kick. Sizemore sends it away into the middle. It's going to be corralled by the Bulldogs originally, but then Olivet's going to take it. He's going to look for a through ball to Abbott. Abbott's going to take it inside, working one-on-one on Kretschmeyer. Going to send it back to Bucket. Looking for Gearin in the middle. It's going to be sent and cleared away by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs going to call there, think it could deflect it off the Olivet forward, but unfortunately they're not going to get it. And it's going to be an Olivet throw-in. Abbott's had a couple long throw-ins in this one. I believe this is his fourth that has potential to go into the box. We're in our first sub of the game. Number 15 for Olivet, Jackson Gill comes in for Brody Gearin.
And one thing I'm noticing early on, just comparing the body language of both the benches, looking at all the men in red over there, heads down, they don't look too enthusiastic about this game. Meanwhile, looking at the Bulldog side, everyone shoulders up, head forward. Looks like they're locked in right now. Just the little things within the game that you tend to notice.
Yeah, weak shot there by the Bulldogs. I mean, Bulldogs look up and ready to go. They look like they've had anybody's ready to go in for the Bulldogs. Like, call on one of their names and they're ready to go here early. As it's going to be taken Meg by Adrian on the right side to throw it in the middle. It's going to be sent to the outside to Ignatovic. Ignatovic is going to settle it down. Sorry, Ignatovic is in the middle. I was wrong number. I believe it's 11. Peterson. No, Peterson's here. I don't know who that is. Ignatovic gets bodied by Canoe. Fortunately, no call there, though, which is a little odd. Or Cantu, sorry. Kind of looked like there was no intention of going for any ball there as Cantu takes down Ignatovic.
I made the comment earlier, refs were calling the tight game, but since then, we've had a few contact plays, no whistles blown, no cards even thought of being drawn.
Yeah, that was a little confusing as I believe it was Ignatovic tried to get through and Cantu just put the body down and almost tabletoped him and there was no call. It's going to be crossed over to Shield. Shield's going to beat Peterson here. He's got a one-on-one towards the goal. Shield's going to break around. He's going to send one over the goal. Peterson looked to overplay it. Shield stepped right around him at a one-on-one with Eldred, and then he sends it way over Sizemore's head.
Well, that was the best look these Comets have had so far. As you mentioned, it was a one-on-one from Shield after he beat Peterson, and he had a decent look at the net, had the angle, but just put it a little bit too high and through the yellow American football uprights.
Sizemore's going to send one down here. It's going to be headed over the head as it's going to be blasted forward by Reynolds. Kicked around. Ignatovic is going to have it. Hits him in the chest. Ignatovic working the ball around, dribbling through players. He's going to send it to Soper. Soper's going to send it wide to Peterson. Peterson looking inside to Ignatovic. Ignatovic looking for Biter, sorry. As Abbott's going to chest it. It's going to be taken there. Great play by Gerker. Holland looking blocked by Soper there. Gainer. Beater looking around. It's going to slip through the feet of Miller as they're looking. Olivet's looking to a foul ball, and it's going to be denied by Gerker. Caught up by Gano. Gano sends it to Abbott. Or sorry, Reynolds, I believe. Buchan. Back to Austin. It's going to be cleared away by the Bulldogs. I believe that is, I can't get a number back there for the Bulldogs.
Another sub here for the Comets. It's going to be Marcel Jackson coming in for Stephen Austin.
Comets making subs early on here as the Bulldogs still, I believe, have their starting 11 in. Headed around there by the Bulldogs as it's controlled, but was able to, lost it just out of bounds. It's going to be Comets. Ball quick throw in by Gano. Looking down there, he was looking for Jackson.
Man, and he had Jackson too. He would have had one man to beat, had that throw-in gone according to plan, but unfortunately for the Comets, a little bit too far out in front of him, and it just banged off Jackson's foot and out of bounds.
Yeah, unfortunate there for the Comets as Ignatovic is going to attempt to go for a ball, but it's going to slip out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in by Gano. He's going to throw. It's going to be Huge jump from Miller there in the middle as he's going to head it back into the back line of the Comets. Holland here is going to control. Ignatovic pressures. We're going to get some off pressure here from Jennings. Crowd by. Beater. Ball is chased around. It's going to be controlled by Gano. Gano's going to send it in. Looking for Jackson. Jackson's going to break through on Sizemore. Sizemore comes out and makes a great save on a flying Jackson.
Second time we've seen something similar like that from Sizemore today. That was Jackson streaking down the middle. Very similar to the play we saw earlier where the Bulldogs scored off the foot of Kyle Jennings. Fortunately for the Bulldogs, Sizemore able to come up with a huge play, prevent that opportunity from happening.
A little bit of confusion there, it seemed like, on the Bulldogs' back line as Jackson walked in untouched with nobody around him. Unfortunate for the Comets there. That was probably their best offensive chance of the night. Sizemore just came up and made a great play.
And it was a pair of Bulldogs that just kind of, it was the Spider-Man meme. They just kind of pointed at each other. They're like, hey, you take it. None of them did it, but fortunately for the Bulldogs, Sizemore made a huge play.
It's going to be headed back into Buchan. Buchan's going to send it over to Gill. It's going to be converted over to Shield. Shield's throwing a through ball. They're looking for Jackson everywhere. They're trying to feed Jackson on the offensive side of the ball here on through balls. He looks like he's one of their faster players that the Comets have as he came unleashing through their back line a few moments ago, and they're breaking past both defenders again, but great play by, I believe it was Beater. Shield's going to send it off of the head of Beater. Sizemore's going to keep it in play. Great play there by Sizemore to keep it in and not allow Olivet to have a corner kick. Sizemore here. Set to kick it away. Jackson with pressure. He's going to kick it into the dead middle of the field. Jennings misses a header. Ignatovic was looking for it. Gano's going to send it back into Adrian College territory towards Jackson, but it's going to go out of play. We're going to get Adrian College's first sub in here today as Kafoulis comes in for Beater. Sorry, Kafoulis.
Well, Biter's played a great first half of the first half so far. Been all over the field on the defensive end and a little bit in the midfield as well. He's really been a bright spot so far and one of the reasons why the Bulldogs have an early lead.
Yeah, it's great playing there for Biter early on. Kafoulis comes in with some energy, though. He came up with some speed. Quick first ball movements there for him as Van Port's going to send it away. Kind of taking his time, walking up the field as far as they will let him. Ignatovic is going to come down and pressure him to kick it away. It's going to be sent in the middle, headed out by the Bulldogs as Jennings was looking to go for it as it's headed away by Reynolds. As Gano's going to send it towards Sizemore, and Sizemore's just going to corral it.
You know, typically if you're a goalkeeper, you don't want to hear your name too much on a broadcast, but so far, about 30 minutes into this game, Sizemore's been fantastic back there for the Bulldogs.
Yes, he's been huge for them on a couple great plays, kind of nullifying the Comets' charge and just giving Adrian College just a steady backbone for whenever they have a miscommunication. It's going to be controlled here by the Bulldogs. Beautiful play there. It's going to be sent through Ignatovic. Across side there. It's going to be crossed over to Peterson. Peterson out of the air, back to the middle. No one's there. Cleared by Olivet over to Abbott, and Abbott's going to take it off of his chest. And that's going to be Kretschmeyer is going to send it out of bounds.
And missed opportunity for the Bulldogs there. I couldn't tell who it was that dribbled through to what appeared to be about half the Olivet defense, but unfortunately couldn't quite finish it off. And but a big defensive stop there by Olivet to regain possession here and slow the Bulldog momentum down.
Holland's going to send a through ball to Jackson. Jackson's going to break around. In the middle center there, no one's home. Just by the foot of Abbott. Jackson blew right around Eldred. Crossed to nobody as Abbott was a few feet away from it.
And I couldn't believe Jackson even got that deep into Bulldog territory. Looked like he was running stride for a while, but all of a sudden kicked it into another gear, drove right past the Bulldog defense, and almost got himself a nice assist.
We're going to get pressure here by Kafoulis. Kafoulis is going to be walked by Holland. Holland's going to send the middle to Abbott. Beautiful play by Abbott over to Jackson. And Jackson seemed like he was taken down. It's going to be Olivet ball on a foul by, I believe, Gurker. Set piece here for Olivet in Adrian territory with a good chance to throw one on goal here. All right, here we go. Olivet taking their time. Believe that is Buchan that is set. Yep, that is Buchan set to take the kick here for the Comets. Taking their time, Buchan talks a little bit with Reynolds as Buchan set to take it away. Buchan sends it into the box, looking for Jackson. Olivet's just looking for Jackson in that offensive area. Oh, sorry, they were looking for Gano there. It's not Jackson.
Yeah, Buchan just not a great shot there towards the middle. A little bit too much steam on it, not enough loft. Just kind of sailed, kind of just floated past everybody untouched until it reached the back.
Looking for Gano there. I thought that was Jackson because Gano normally plays in the back of the field, but put him up there for that set piece for maybe a little bit of size. It's going to be a long ball by Sizemore sent out of play. Gano's over there, set to take it away.
Well, just about 16 minutes left to be played in this first half. If you're the Bulldogs, you got to be ecstatic about what you've seen so far. Obviously, not too much offense to speak of. You've really only had the ball in Olivet territory a handful of times. But the fact that even with the lack of offense so far, you're clinging on to a one-goal lead and your defense is playing fantastic, I think that's definitely some positive momentum as we head into the half here in a few minutes.
Yes, a lot of it comes down to, you're right, their defense and Sizemore in the goal for the Bulldogs. Just kind of keeping them at bay, keeping the Comets from really having many chances, and all their chances really they never got a shot off. They were coming in hot. Sizemore makes a great play, stops the ball before anything can happen. As Pearson's going to send a long throw in here, looking for Ignatovic, who's pushed by Cantu. Into the middle here, as Shields going to take it, kick it over for Abbott. Abbott's going to control it here. Is 1-on-3 here with the Bulldogs. He's going to get through. He's going to get a shot on goal. But that thing's just going to trickle towards Sizemore as he stops it with his foot.
Oh, it's an incredible effort there by Braden Abbott.
Abbott's slow to get up.
I mean, he just dribbled through. Like you said, it was either 3 or 4 Bulldogs as we're finally going to get a stoppage here. And
believe we might get an athletic training staff over here.
Well, while they tend to Abbott, we're going to head to a short break, but don't go anywhere. You're watching men's soccer on Adrian College TV.
I don't even pay attention to the. Welcome back here to the Adrian College Indoor Athletic Center. As Abbott was tended to, he is walking off the field now. Number 30, Tyler Kendrick will come into the game in place of Abbott.
As I mentioned before we went to break, it was an incredible effort by Abbott. Dribbled through numerous Bulldog defenders, and while technically he did get a shot on net, wasn't one with much authority. It's going to stat pad a little bit for Sizemore as it kind of just trickled right to him. Looks like we're ready to get back into play here.
Sizemore set to kick it off here. Jackson with a little bit of pressure. Sizemore looking to throw here. He didn't like anything he saw. He's going to roll it to Gurker. Gurker's just going to send one down the field, looking for Jennings on the outside. It's going to sail out of bounds. We're going to throw in here for Gano. Gano's going to throw it short here to Reynolds. Reynolds looking for a wide ball to Shield. Shield gets a foot on it, but it's going to go out of bounds. Kyle Peterson's going to throw the ball in now, but we get another substitution here for the Bulldogs. As we get number 16, Simon DeWitt, for number 22, Nick Miller.
That last play by the Comets, it was a similar play to what they did earlier where they kind of lofted one into Jackson. Unfortunately for the Comets, Shield not quite as fast as Jackson, at least not on that play, and he was unable to burn his Bulldog defender.
Jennings with the behind-the-back kick that Ignatovic tries to corral but is unable to. Going to be sent forward by Cantu. Doweed's going to send it back. Sizemore's going to settle it down here for the Bulldogs. He's going to send it away. And straight out of bounds. Gano is going to get the throw-in for the Comets. Gano's played almost this entire first half. He's going to throw in. It's going to go off the head of Kendrick. Corralled by the Bulldogs, sent back to Sizemore yet again. He's just going to send a long ball here. Ignatovic in the center. It's going to go right over his head. It's going to be headed by Brown. Corralled back by the Bulldogs. It's going to be settled by Kafulis. Kafulis is going to dribble around here a little bit, but Buchan is going to get in a run-in with the Weed. Around there. So it's going to go out of play, I believe last touched by Jennings on that far sideline. Gano with yet another throw in here for the Comets. Trying to get some offense here for the Comets late. They've really dominated most of this game, being in the Adrian Bulldog half. Just unable to have any points to show for it here early on with the Bulldogs' one goal. It's going to be intercepted here by Gano. Gano's going to attempt to play a through ball, but he's going to be tripped up by Ignatovic. And that is going to be a free kick for the Comets, trying to get some offense here before the end of the half.
Again, if you looked at just time of possession, just by that metric, you look at the Comets and wonder where are the goals? How has Adrian scored in this one? Because they've really been the aggressors in this first half. I feel like every time we look up, our heads have been turning right the entire time. So it's a little strange that despite all the offensive pressure from the Comets, they've yet to really break through and have, besides for one, maybe two good opportunities to score.
We're sending a free kick here, a little low. It's going to be headed away by Peterson, who's going to look for a break. He's going to send a through ball to Ignatovic, who's just going to settle it down. Plays it back to Peterson. Peterson working around a little bit. It's going to be a lot of heading here going on. It's going to be corralled by Peterson yet again. He seems to be everywhere here late in the half. That ball is going to go Adrian way here as Peterson is going to throw it in for the Bulldogs. Peterson looks short for Ignatovic. He's going to send it back to Peterson. Peterson to Ignatovic. In the middle to Kafulis. Kafulis is going to lose it. Handball there by Olivet. By number 15, Jackson Gill is going to put his hand on it, try to crowd around him. Ref saw right through that.
That's going to be one of the easiest calls these refs are going to have the entire game. Jackson Gill trips over his own foot, and instead of getting up, putting his hands on the ground, as soon as he put that right hand down, put it right over the ball.
Yes, we're going to set piece here for the Bulldogs late with 10:53 left in the first half here. Ignatovic set to kick it away. Looks like the Bulldogs are going to rush the box here. Peterson's also says Peterson's going to fake. Ignatovic is going to send it in the middle. Holland's going to say no, but it's going to go back. Ignatovic controls. Throws it into the middle. It's going to be bumped away by Holland, controlled by Buchan. Buchan's going to make a move here on Jennings. He's going to send it looking for Jackson, but it's going to be thrown back into Olivet territory by DeWeed. Ball is going to trickle out here as Eldred is going to send it right in to Gill. Gill's going to send it into the Adrian back line. It's going to be stolen there by Reynolds, who's going to go back to Buchan. Buchan's going to go to Jackson. Jackson, Olivet has numbers. They're going to be tripped up there. All ball called by the referee. And it's going to be a through ball here. Kafulis was looking for it, but Van Port's going to step up and just send that one in the air. Jackson in the territory for the Comets. We're going to get a whistle here. Jackson was in the area fighting for Eldred for the ball. It's going to be Adrian College ball. Sizemore comes up to take the kick.
Really thought that ball from Van Bort Pleat was going to be our first roof ball here in the dome. Came awfully close to hit one of the lights, but just narrowly missed it.
He was close to hitting the roof out there. Ooh, high ball there from Van Port Fleet.
Again, this is not only the first ever Adrian College TV broadcast from the new dome here on campus, as one of the Bulldogs slow to get up after that play. So while they tend to him, we are going to take a short break. But again, don't go anywhere. You're watching Adrian College TV.
We welcome you back here in the Adrian Indoor Athletic Facility as the Bulldogs just received a free kick deep into Olivet territory, looking to extend their lead to 2 here right before half, only 9:14 left. Ignatovic is going to take the kick. Peterson to his left. So we also have DeWeed standing right behind Ignatovic. We have 3 options here for the Bulldogs to kick it away as Peterson goes down. I believe this is going to go on net by Ignatovic. Vanport Fleet kind of treating it that way. Ignatovic or DeWeed. Both stand to kick. Ignatovic is going to send it at the goal. Hard ball. Hooks it a little bit. Sends it out of bounds. Vanport Fleet dove. Really didn't need to dive there. That one was sent well out of bounds by Ignatovic. Nonetheless, great opportunity there for the Bulldogs.
And it was a missed opportunity there by the Bulldog offense. Had a chance to double the lead as we head into the break here. And, you know, if it's one that he puts on net and, you know, the goalkeeper makes a great save, you're saying, well, he had the opportunity, couldn't take advantage. But that time, it's not what you want to see if you're Charlie Miles and the rest of these Bulldogs.
Long ball there by Vanport Fleet. It's going to be corralled by the Comets. Peterson intercepts here. Peterson looking late for an attack here for the Bulldogs. He's going to send a through ball looking for Jennings. It's going to be deflected. Jennings running around. It's going to be cleared away by Brown. Now it's going to be controlled again by the Bulldogs. Jennings looking to play it through off the Olivet defender. It's going to be Adrian College ball here. I believe that's Kretschmeyer on the outside. Nope. Trying to figure out who that is with a 1. Might be Connor Hayes. We have a lot of headers going on here. As Jennings goes into a one-on-one with Gano. Gano's going to head it and then get a foot on it. Send it away as Gurker's going to throw it back towards the middle. Coming flying in was Gill. Here comes Legal, who's going to come around. It's even 3-on-3 here. Send it though. Jackson controls. Jackson loses a little bit. Peterson comes flying out of nowhere to make a great play for the Bulldogs. Here comes Kafoulis. Kafoulis working in the middle. And it's going to be ball put, contact by Gill. It's going to be played back to Peterson. Jackson on them. Eldred is going to send it all the way across the field to, I believe, Hayes. Hayes is going to throw it up. Brown is going to intercept. Jennings comes back around, gets a touch on it. He's going to control it. Looking for Ignatovic. Sent right up into the air by Cantu. A lot of contact there by both sides, and I believe they're going to call Kafoulis on a foul here. They are. It's going to be quick set. Comets are going to go. Gano's going to control on the outside. Moves it in to Kendrick. Kendrick's going to lose the ball. They're going to throw it here on the outside to Legal. Legal's going to throw it in. It's going to be tipped up by Gill. And that is going to be Kendrick is going to have it on the outside and is going to bounce it off, I believe, an Adrian defender and out as Holland will come up to take the throw in.
Yeah, Comets had some numbers in Bulldog territory. Smart play by Peterson there just to send that one out of bounds. Reset, let everyone catch their breath, and make a defensive stand here.
Here you go. Holland's have to throw it in for the Comets. Comets fit a lot of throw-ins in this territory, have yet to convert as Holland, right before half, will send it away. It's going to be bumped around, but cleared by the Bulldogs. I believe that was Gurker. Ignatovic looking for a play, but it's going to be stepped up on by Eldred. He whiffs. Head into the air. Comets. Head it. Buchan is going to send it right into a body as Peterson's going to send this one away. Looking for Jennings. It's going to be headed by And Cantu. It was Hayes that got into a little bit of a contact there with Brown. Those in the middle to Nadovic. Nadovic is going to fend off some body contact, but Cantu was called for a foul. Adrian College will have the ball in Olivet territory here on a free kick.
Yeah, a lot of contact. More specifically, kind of had his arm tucked under. Cantu's arm was tucked under. Was that? I believe that was Nadovic on that play. And right after the whistle was blown, he seemed frustrated. I would assume he's frustrated with himself and not the call because it's about as blatant as they come.
Yes, as Gerker here set to take the free kick for the Bulldogs. Jackson trying to throw him off. He sent it deep into the box over everyone's head. Unfortunate. Good opportunity. He had 3 bodies there in Peterson, Jennings, and Kafoulis. Over the heads of all 3 as Vanport Fleet is going to kick it away for the Comets on a goal kick. He's going to take his time. 4:40 left here in the first half.
Substitution for the Bulldogs. Out comes Ignatovic. In comes Victor Munongo.
Luongo coming in for the Bulldogs will take Ignatovic's spot as that really lone forward up there. He gets a lot of help from Kafoulis and Jennings. Jackson's going to head it back into Kendrick. Looked like a handball there, but it's not going to be called. Saved there by Adrian on the left side, but Kendrick's going to grab it back. Kendrick looking. Kafoulis is going to play into the middle to Jennings. Jennings is going to take it. He's got Muongo. It's going to be settled by Hayes. Hayes to Jennings. He's going to play it to Munongo. And that should have went off an Olivet defender. But they're going to say no, it went off Munongo. And out of bounds for Olivet ball.
From our
they're going to call a foul, sorry. I believe Munongo.
And from our vantage point over here, it's a good about 50 yards away from us when they're tucked in that corner like that. Couldn't exactly tell what happened as.
That's a long distance there for us to see. It's going to go straight through. It's going to be kicked up. Munongo's going to attempt for a chase down here as Brown's just going to head it back to Vanport Fleet. Vanport Fleet's going to settle it down here for the Comets here. 3:13 left here in this first half. Comets just trying to get something going offensively as they've really dominated in this half, but unable to really put many shots on Sizemore other than a few grade A chances. Controlled by Reynolds in the middle. He's going to send it over to Legal. Legal's going to look for Kendrick on the other side, but Pearson's going to intercept. Pearson's going to throw it through the legs, but it's going to end up right to Reynolds. Reynolds is going to control back. He's going to look for Cantu. Cantu's going to control. He's going to make it up front, but he's going to send it to Gano. Gano back to Brown. Brown looking around, sends it to Cantu. Cantu's going to looking, sends it over to Holland. Holland is going to get pressure from Kafoulis. Kafoulis is going to force him to throw it to Kendrick. It's going to go hard off of Kendrick's foot and out of play. Bulldogs soccer ball. Here we go. Peterson. Waiting for the whistle. He's assessing, waiting. They're letting him go a little bit more forward. Peterson looking. He's going to throw a long throw and looking for Munongo. It's going to bounce off of Holland. Up in the air. Jackson on Gerker. Gerker's got the clear size difference and heads right over him. Peterson's going to throw it in the middle. It's going to be thrown back to Eldred. Eldred. Gano is going to send it back, looking for Jackson, but it's going to come hard off of Kretschmeyer's foot. It's going to throw over to Hayes. Hayes looking. It's going to find Munongo in the middle. And it's going to be taken by Reynolds back. Reynolds is going to send it all the way back to Vanport Fleet, who sends one flying towards Jackson. Offside flag comes up. It'll be Adrian ball here as Sizemore comes up to take the kick. Oh, no, he does not. Kretschmeyer is going to go quick. Does not look like they agreed on that one. Munongo's going to trip and fall, claiming, oh, sorry, he was pushed by Cantu into, I believe that might be Brown. Yep, that is Brown. That is down. We will be right back here on Adrian College Television as they tend to him. We welcome you back here to AC on ACTV in the Adrian College Indoor Athletic Facility. Bulldogs are going to get a free kick here late with 22 seconds left in the half. This will be a last effort here at the Bulldogs to double their lead before half. It's going to be set by Jennings in on Van Port-Fleet, who makes a diving save. He's able to corral it. There's 8 seconds, left in this half. Van Port-Fleet's just going to hold it, and the time is going to settle out. All right, Remington, you're early. The Bulldogs, as we get some music pumping in here, but the Bulldogs off to a 1-0 lead, really did not show much offensive prowess throughout that first half, unable to kind of get anything going. The Comets really dominated in this Adrian College play on their side of the field, just were unable to come up with any great chances to score.
I mean, if you look at everything but the score, it would tell you the Comets are dominating this game. Our heads have been turned right the entire time. They've put a lot of pressure on this Bulldog defense, and if it wasn't for the Jennings breakaway early on, we'd be looking at a scoreless game. So if you're the Bulldogs, you're kind of in a tough spot because, yes, you have the lead. You're playing fantastic defense, but at the same time, you're constantly looking over your back shoulder because those Comets are coming, and it's only a matter of time before they strike here.
Yeah, the amount of times the Comets have been in the Adrian College, just box in general, and able to generating odd man rushes that they really haven't been able to take full advantage of. You're happy if you're Adrian College, but you're also a little bit worried going into the second half if you can't get anything going. All right, we will be right back here as halftime is going on in the Adrian College Athletic Facility. We will be back momentarily on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great, great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
I am a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I can have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1:15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campusvisit.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in. The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in. The Adrian College.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
We welcome you back inside the Subi Family Indoor Athletics Center. I am Michael Schubeck, welcome you back right beside Remington Gilniak. Did I get it that time?
You got it that time.
Woo! All right. Looking over the first half stats here. Surprisingly, the Comets and the Bulldogs are tied with 4 shots. As it looked like the Comets had a lot more chances and opportunities sent on goal than the Bulldogs.
Again, kind of the definitions of what exactly a shot is, a little bit loose because, if I were the statistician, I would have said Olivet had maybe 10 to 12 shots while the Bulldogs had maybe 4 or 5. But regardless, the stats don't lie. We're 4 shots apiece right now, so I guess you can disregard everything I said as we went into break.
Yeah, Sizemore here with 3 saves on the day. Really the reason the Bulldogs are holding this 1-0 lead here with two great balls that he came out on and just completely squashed any chance that Olivet had at a shot on goal.
Again, as I mentioned in the previous half, you, as a goalkeeper, you really don't want your name to be called very often, because typically that means either you're doing something wrong or your defense is really struggling. However, Sizemore's been so incredible so far that it's, you know, he's been fantastic.
He's been fantastic, you know, and we haven't really said Vanport Fleet's name very often other than when goal kicks happen and anything like that. We've said Sizemore's name a couple times here with huge plays for the Bulldogs, and really hasn't been their defense, it's been their lack of offense. And it's, you know, your defense isn't going to stay perfect if they're having so much pressure put on them. They really haven't been able to attack into the Comets area very far other than their one through ball that was able to go for a goal. But Bulldogs here in the second half, you're just looking to get more offense, kind of send it home, put a dagger in Olivet. They don't look too energetic there on the sideline, but they look a little bit energetic on the field. Jackson was a big sub for them as he is really quick down there, as he will start the second half for him. Jackson will come on for Olivet as the Bulldogs will start with possession.
You know, if you're these Comets, you got to think that with all the pressure you're putting on, eventually you're going to break through. They're going to find the net. You know, the numbers tell you they're going to break through eventually. So if you're the Bulldogs, your biggest thing, you have to avoid that. You have, like you said, the offense has to get going here. Without that offense, well, I'm not sure a one-goal lead is going to stand here.
Yes, you know, if it was a back-and-forth game, that one-goal lead would probably be huge. But unfortunately, Olivet has controlled a lot of this soccer game, and it is kind of a question mark for the Bulldogs coming into the second half if they can hold on to this 1-0 lead. Olivet will start, in the second half as Gill is set to send it back for the Comets. He's going to send it. He's going to send it back to Reynolds. Reynolds is going to sky one up, looking for Abbott and Jackson in the middle. Jackson attempted a header. It's going to be sent away there by the Bulldogs. Peterson's going to control it on the far side here. He's going to send a long ball to Jennings. It's going to go off of Cantu's head and controlled by Legal. Legal's going to send it over to Gano. Gano, pressured by Jennings, is going to send it through. It's going to be headed by Kretschmeyer. Controlled again by Kretschmeyer. He's going to send it over to Jennings. Jennings, working on the side. He's going to send it in the middle to Beater. Looking for Ignatovic. Sent up by Vanport Fleet. Beater on the other side. Ran into by Scheel. It's going to be headed away by Reynolds. Controlled by Peterson. Sent to the middle to Soper. Soper's going to set it back. Peterson's going to control. Peterson's going to spin move on Scheel, but falls down. It's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be an Olivet throw in here. Early on, Bulldogs with more possession. We looked like we were controlling the ball. Comments over the throw-in after a little bit of a slip up there by Peterson.
That was a very solid first 60 seconds of the half for the Bulldogs. Like you said, a lot more offensive pressure, and if they want to hold on to this lead, that's exactly what they need for the next 43.5 minutes.
Gerker sent a long ball that was sent out of bounds by Howell, but you're right. The Bulldogs struggled in the first half, really possessing the ball. Hopefully the second half they can turn that around as Peterson's going to send one looking for, I believe that was Ignatovic. It was. It's going to be sent through looking for Jackson. Jackson's got speed. He's working on Kretschmeyer. Jackson's going to look like he's going to beat Kretschmeyer. He's going to slow up, control. Looking for Abbott in the center. It's going to go off the head of Gerker. He's going to head it away. It's going to be controlled here by Gano. Gano's going to head to the middle at Reynolds, but it's going to go to Gano on the outside. Pressured by Jennings. It's going to be sent by Hayes. It's going to be taken away by Gill. Controlled right back as Miller is going to send it all the way across to Peterson.
Great defensive stand by the Bulldogs there. Jackson worked his way all the way through the Bulldog defense, set his Comets up for success on that possession. However, there's a few Bulldogs who made key plays in that run to flip the possession over to themselves here.
It's going to be a through ball looking for Beater. Nothing there. It's going to be sent out of bounds by the Comets. I believe that was Cantu or Howland there on the far side that sent it out of bounds, giving Adrian College a throw-in here in territory. They can throw into the box here. We've seen Peterson have a couple long throw-ins here today on the sideline. Will he send one into the box or short? Beater's looking to play that short ball if necessary. Ignatovic looking near the far post. Trying to stay inside here. Peterson is looking like he's set up for a long throw, and his beater's going to settle into the middle of the box. He's going to send one flying in the middle. It's going to send Ignatovic with a shot. Goal! Ignatovic with a strike from the side of the throw-in by Peterson. Beautiful play, and the Bulldogs go up 2.
What a shot by Ignatovic. Like you mentioned, off the throw-in from Peterson. Looked like someone whiffed in the middle. Somehow the ball ended up on the near side to a wide open Ignatovic, and he drills one with precision off the corner.
Beautiful play there by Ignatovic. No, they're all pointing to Ignatovic. Name was called for Crutchmeyer, but it went to Ignatovic on the right side there. All right, here we go. Olivet looking around. Olivet just sending one towards Sizemore, trying to get something in the zone. Jackson looking to pressure here. Sizemore is just going to control it. Jackson and Sizemore just going to pick it up right in his face. Controlling here.
Such a big play for the Bulldogs there. This Olivet team, only 4 goals on the entire season so far. Granted, they played less games than the Bulldogs, but a team that struggled offensively, a 2-goal lead, it almost feels insurmountable in the second half of this game.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs seem that they've come out with more life here in the second half as Jennings is looking around. He's going to send over Hayes. Hayes is going to send a through ball through the middle to Beater, a little behind him there. As gets another foot on his Beater, he's going to send it over the middle. Peterson comes flying out of nowhere, and Van Port Fleet is going to corral it. Adrian looks like they've stepped it up since the first half on offense here.
Much more intensity, much more effort on the offensive end. You mentioned Peterson on the back end of that play, tried to go in and make a play. I'm not sure if he had a real shot of really making a play there, but the fact that he was even remotely close to that ball on a play he wasn't involved with just shows the effort that the Bulldogs are putting on the offensive end here in the second half.
Yes, Hayes on the outside here controls, sends it towards the middle. It's going to be headed by Holland, right back to Ignatovic. He's going to send a through ball to Jennings, who's going to stop, shoot, right into the hands of Van Port Fleet. Great opportunity there for the Bulldogs to go up 3 as their offense is just on fire here to start the second half.
It was a great through ball to get it over to Jennings, put on the brakes. Well, I should say slammed on the brakes, but then just kind of put up a weak shot with the left foot right into the goalkeeper's hands.
Yeah, great opportunity there by the Bulldogs as Jennings is going to kind of pinballs there off a couple of players for both the Comets and the Bulldogs. Jennings is going to put pressure on Gano here. He's going to send a ball looking for Jackson, but Jackson is going to be heavily defended by the Bulldogs as Gurker is going to send one out. And that's going to be Soper is going to send it down the sideline here and out of bounds. It's believed that is Comet ball. Yep, it will be. Kind of looking in Ignatovic's direction, unable to find him as this is legal with the throw-in. And it's going to be headed by Gill off of Miller and will remain with the Comets. Legal to throw it in again. He's looking for a long throw in here to Jackson, but Jackson's going to be heavily defended here. Hayes with a kick into Reynolds. It's going to be kicked out of bounds by Gurker there as Gano is going to have another throw, but he's going to toss it up to Legal. Legal is going to send it up. It's going to be kicked away by Hayes. Holland is going to come down as Buchan is going to rattle around there, but it's going to be stopped by Gill. Gill's going to send one on Sizemore, and long-range shot by Olivet, but that had really no chance of going in.
I don't love the decision there off the foot of Gill. Yes, he had a lane to the net on that one, but just too far away and doesn't have the power off the leg to have a chance there.
Jackson takes a shot just wide.
That was not so good of a decision. The last shot was by the Comets. That one by Jackson, I really thought he was going to be able to sneak that one through.
Offsides, and they're going to give a yellow card to, I believe, Jackson there. Don't know what for. If it was my best guess is he said something the ref did not like to hear. Oh. All right, Sizemore here set to take it away. Kind of taking his time here. as the referees figure it out. Looks like the Olivet coach has something to say here to the referee. He is confused. Doug Carter voicing his opinion there. Hired in 2019 to coach the Comets. Carter will voice his opinion to no avail as Sizemore will send it away. It's going to be kicked around by Shield, and they're headed by Miller. It's going to be headed back by Shield, and Peterson's going to kind of send one off the side of his foot. And Gill is going to corral it for the Comets. Gill looking to make pressure here, but it's going to kind of rattle around in there, and Abbott's going to make contact with Peterson on the side there, and that's going to go Adrian way. Comets really can't get anything going for themselves in this second half so far. Obviously, we are early into it, but the Bulldogs striking early kind of put them on their heels a little bit, and they don't know how to respond.
I mean, back-to-back halves where the Bulldogs put up an early goal. Granted, the one in the second half, much sooner than the one in the first half, but still both halves coming out strong and putting one in the net, something we haven't seen the entire season so far for these Bulldogs. And if they're able to hang on to now what is a 2-goal lead, it'd be a huge start for their conference play this year.
Yeah, says Beater on the left side. He's going to move it to Peterson. Peterson kind of shuffling around. He's going to send it cross to, I believe that was Hayes. Gets a light header on it, and Legal's just going to send it towards Jackson. It's going to be sent by him by Crutchmeyer. Looking for a through ball to Abbott. As Eldred's just going to send it back to Sizemore, who bombs it away, as Gano's going to head it. Hayes looking for a play here. Ignatovic looks for a quick play to Jennings. Jennings is going to send it in. It's going to be deflected off the Olivet defender, Legal. Reynolds goes wide to Shield. Shield's going to control. He's got space on that side. Peterson pressures, and he's just going to take it away. Peterson with space. He's got Holland in front of him. Looking for taking it around there, looking for anywhere to go, but Peterson fails to find somebody as it's going to be, I believe, deflected by Shield as Buchan plays a through ball to Jackson. Jackson's got a one-on-one here with Kretschmeyer. Working on the left side here. Jackson gets through. He sends one at the goal, but he's wide right. Olivet again on offense, but yet again falling just short.
Well, you can see the frustration after that play from Marcel Jackson. Made a huge play to get it down the field, beats his man, and was able to have a decent look at the net. You know, on that play, I don't think that he was looking to score, kind of looking around for someone to get it to, and none of his Comet teammates found their way up the field and gave him a shot to pass to anyone.
Yes, you're completely right. I mean, Jackson just seems like they're trying to feed him on these through balls with his speed. Adrian College is picking up on it, but like you said, he doesn't have any help. He's on his own. He's just trying to get... He's working on his own. He's just trying to get his own goal here, and it doesn't really work when you have so many Adrian College defenders right there.
You know, and give the Bulldogs credit early on in, you know, really that first half of the first half. The Comets came very close to a couple goals because they allowed some of the Comets to burn them down the field, but since then, kind of taken away the midfield pressure a bit, dropped back so they don't lose that step or two, and are able to play much better defense against these Comets.
Yes, as a Cantu kicks a ball from, I believe, Kyle Peterson or Aiden Beater, and it goes out of bounds. It'll remain Comet ball here. Cantu looking to throw it in. He's going to send a long one looking for Reynolds, headed by Peterson. It will be corralled here by Miller. It's going to be sent back to Kretschmeyer, who's going to look for a through ball to Ignatovic, but Jennings is going to corral it, sends it to Hayes. Hayes has men on side. He's going to send a through ball here looking for Ignatovic, and it doesn't get through. Well defended by Holland. Holland going to settle it down. Gale's going to send it down, looking for Jackson, and just out of the reach of Marcel Jackson there on the far right side. It'll be throwing for the Bulldogs, Kyle Peterson to take it.
Now, going back to the defense for the Bulldogs, if you saw on that play, as soon as the Bulldogs spotted Jackson streaking down the far side of the field, there was about 3 Bulldogs that just put their head down and sprinted to cut off that lane.
Yeah, it just seems like they're marking Jackson very early on. They know that there's this only look, as I believe that is Ignatovic trying to make a play there on Holland on the left side to no avail, as the Comets will send it out of bounds. Peterson set to have it on the throw, and last time we were in this position, snuck through for the Ignatovic tap-in goal on the right side.
Now does Charlie Miles drop the same play he ran last time? Or does he switch things up here and, well, again, switch up the looks here?
It looks like he's going right back in the middle of that box. There's no play short here as Kyle Peterson has a long throw. He's going to send it a little low. Deflects off towards Ignatovic, but they have 2 players over there this time, and they had... Buchan sends one out of bounds, but they were not playing around this time on that right side. They were not leaving Ignatovic alone. All right, there will be a throw in here. Hayes for the Bulldogs. The junior will set to throw it in. Looking for Ignatovic. He's going to control it. Keeps it in play. No. Just sneaks out of bounds. Gano looking here for a quick throw in for the Comets. Nope, he's going to settle it down. He's going to take his time. He's going to let them get set. Bulldogs here putting on pressure early. Gano sends it down. Looking for Reynolds, and it's going to go off of Hayes, but Hayes gave him a little push there so we could win the header. Ref saw right through that one, and Gano is going to have a free kick here for the Comets.
That play was about 15 feet in front of us in a clear push-off from Hayes. I said earlier, there was a call earlier where I said it's the easiest call the ref was going to have that day. That one right up there with it.
Yeah, I think that one might be the easiest. The ref was right behind the play, too. There was no missing that one, as Gano is going to send this one away. And looking for a long ball, Buchan. It's going to kind of go in the direction of Myrick, who's going to run it into the corner. As we have a man down for Adrian here. We will send this to a short break here as they tend to... Welcome back to the Sweeby Family Indoor Athletic Center here at Adrian College. Your Bulldogs are up 2-0 on the Olivet Comets. I believe that was number 12 for the Bulldogs. Dominic Kretschmeyer there down with what believed to be somewhat of a cramp as the ball will be sent down towards Hayes. Sizemore sends the ball towards Hayes and it will float over the head out of bounds. Gano set to throw it in. Going into a sea of bodies there, all white, but it's going to find Jackson as Gurker, then sent by Miller into the head of Gano. Buchan's going to force his way through. He's working at Kretschmeyer through the side. He's looking for a cross into the center there. No one home for the Comets. Gurker was there. Marcel Jackson looking for Abbott there, but nowhere near where that pass ended up.
Man, another opportunity missed by the Comets. As soon as that ball was sent away by the Bulldogs, about half of that Comet bench, hands on the head, turn around, put the head down. The frustration mounting with these Olivet Comets.
A long throw here for the Comets, headed towards the goal, and it sneaks by Sizemore. Jaden Cantu for the Comets. Much needed. Two to 1 here. Trying to claw back in this one with 32:30 left in the second half.
Now the second time we've seen a goal from afar thrown into a sea of bodies. Now this Olivet team has a lot more height and length to them than these Bulldogs, and I couldn't tell who it was that found their way through the crowd, but a head and shoulders above everyone else finds it off the head and into the back of the net.
Yes, that was Jaden Cantu who found it for the Comets this week, but sneak by their 5th goal of the year. Gano set to throw it in. They need one more here to tie up the contest. Gano's going to send it down the sideline. It's going to go off of Myrick, headed by Miller. It's going to go to Reynolds, who's going to try to send it crossfield to Shield, but it's going to be intercepted by Peterson. Buchan is going to look for a long ball to Shield. Will Sizemore get there? He will. He's going to send it upfield to Peterson, and we'll turn it up. Peterson's going to squeak by it. Holland's going to get the ball back here, though. Send it to the middle to Reynolds. Reynolds looking around. He's going to send it along to Shield. Shield's going to control on the far sideline, and he's going to let it go out of bounds with no pressure on him. Huge mistake there by Shield on the far sideline.
Going back to the last possession for the Bulldogs, I'm not sure I agree with the decision to try to push that one forward. It was a major odd man rush. Bulldogs way down on numbers in it, and a lot of defenders back for the Comets. Not exactly sure about the decision process there.
Looking for Jackson, the Comets are. It's going to go off. Reynolds sends it somewhat towards the goal. Jackson pressuring sides. We're just going to pick it up. Gerker kind of body shielding him there, as Sizemore is set to kick it away. Long ball here. No whites hit by Sizemore. It's going to bounce. Holland. Nope, Gano's going to get ahead on that one. Ignatovic is going to fight his way through multiple defenders here, as Kretschmeyer is going to throw it to Hayes. Hayes is going to send it through to Berker. Berker's going to send it back out to Hayes. Hayes is going to cross one in the middle here, looking for Ignatovic on the far left side, unable to reach him. Headed away by, I believe, Cantu. Myrick is going to send it over to Berker, I believe. Yep, sorry, Buchan. Kretschmeyer, or Kretschmeyer. Send it over to Hayes. Hayes looking around. It's going to be sent over to Jennings. Jennings into the middle looking for Miller, but it's going to be taken away by Gill. Gill sends it over to Buchan. Buchan's going to work on the sideline. He's going to stop in the middle cross. He's going to send one long. It is going to be blocked straight into the stomach. If I can't get a number there, but he is down and he is hurting. Waiting for a whistle here from the Bulldogs, but the ball is going to be down and sent by Holland out of bounds. Slow to get up. We'll be right back here on ACTV.
All right, we're coming back.
All right. Welcome back here to the Sweeby Family Indoor Athletics Center. Looked like that was Owen Soper shaken up on the play after a ball was sent straight into his stomach. He will come out. I believe that is number 21. Hadi Saad in for the Bulldogs. Sorry, Hadi Saheed in for the Bulldogs. Sadadi. Sent away by Vanport Fleet. Headed away. Myrick looking for through ball for Jackson. Jackson unable to sneak around Hayes.
Big defensive play by Connor Hayes, running stride for stride with Jackson able to cut off his lane and didn't give Jackson the chance to even get around a corner, even get a foot on the ball to make a play on it.
DeWeed is now in for the Bulldogs as well in that midfield area. Sizemore set to kick it away. Sizemore sends it. Looking for DeWeed. DeWeed is going to be overheaded by Myrick. It's going to be sent to the corner by Eldred, looking for Peterson. Peterson's going to send it in the middle to Saeed. DeWeed in the middle. It's going to be intercepted by Eldred. Eldred sent to the middle, just out of the reach of Saladong. Peterson's going to corral it and just send it straight forward. As ball here in the middle, controlled by Buchan. Buchan's just going to send it out of bounds. He is struggling right now to place the ball where he wants to play it. Be thrown by Peterson. Peterson headed straight away by Shield. It's going to go right back out of bounds.
And for the Bulldogs, this is exactly what you want. Just kind of play this back and forth game in the middle of the field. because, you know, the Bulldogs clinging on to a 1-goal lead. The offense really hasn't been there all season outside of a pair of plays today.
Yes, and Olivet really... Sorry, I was just confused there for a second. There was a foul called on the Bulldogs. Ball was caught in the middle of the field. I was a little confused what was going on. Thought we switched sports for a second there, but they will have Vanport Fleet come all the way up to take this free kick for the Bulldogs. Guessing Olivet's going to send one on net here. There's 27-10 left in the second half. Trying to get some offense going here and tie this ball game up. Sends it towards the box for the Comets. It's going to be headed to the corner. Shields sends one over the net. Comes flying in. He wanted something there because he had a lot of body contact.
And another opportunity for the Comets. It was a great kick by the Olivet goalie, Vanport Fleet. Put it right where he wanted to. Got the first initial touch, did Olivet. However, that secondary touch just over the net. Another opportunity, and the Comets fall short.
Noah Herring and Tyler Kendrick check in for the Comets as Sizemore sends it in the middle. Sea of bodies, white and red in there. Peterson's going to put a body on Kendrick there. Disagrees with the referee on that one, but it'll be a Comet free kick. And they're going to bring all Vanport Fleet all the way up for this one again. Looks like they're going to try to send another one into the box here. Trying to get as much offense as they can with only 26 minutes remaining. Still have a lot of time left, though. 26 minutes is really a lot of time in soccer. So you're looking to kind of get, apparently, go now. They're in go mode now, trying to get some offense here. Vanport Fleet kind of sticking in that midfield area. It's going to be Buckin who throws in the middle to a C. Sod's going to send it right into the back of Biter. Hayes is going to drill the knee of Marcel Jackson. Sizemore is heated right now. So I believe we're going to get a penalty kick here from the Comets. Adrian College not too happy with that call. Sizemore is heated.
That's probably the most animated we've seen anyone get so far in this game.
Sizemore has faced 4 penalty kicks on the season. He has stopped 2. He's a 50% save percentage. This is his 5th, and it's going to go right by for a Comet goal there on the left side. It's a guessing game on the penalty kicks for the goalies, and he is heated as Sizemore punts it to the sky. This game is all tied up now. After seemingly an insurmountable 2-goal lead by the Bulldogs, the Comets have struck right back to tie this one up.
Well, as we came out of the break into the second half, I mentioned how the Comets offense has been putting on such consistent pressure on these Bulldogs that it was only a matter of time that they broke through. But on the other side of things, if you're the Bulldogs, this is absolutely deflating. It's the first time, it's their first conference play of the season. And, you know, to blow a 2-goal lead, now this game's not over, but it's got to be deflating if you're the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and we were talking about the benches in the first half, with Olivet's bench looking a little deflated and the Bulldogs looking all riled up. If you look over now at these two sidelines, it's completely flip-flopped. Adrian College a little down on the low right now. They're in the dumps, but Olivet is up and springing. It's a long throw in here. Peterson is going to be called, and he does not agree. These Bulldogs are getting heated at the referees here in the second half.
And Peterson was trying to make his case on that play, but the referee just looks at him like, come on, man, I've been calling that all game. That's kind of the face we just saw from the referee.
Jean-Luc Binder checks in for the Bulldogs here as well, number 23. It's going to be a free kick from Vanport Fleet, who's going to send it into Adrian territory. Over there is Kendrick working on Jean-Luc. Kendrick is going to do it around, but it's going to be swatted away by Binder. A long kick by Buckin, looking for Jackson there on the left side. Goes a little too long, and it'll be a Sizemore goal kick. It's
been a long time in this game since we've seen the Bulldogs really take possession and the Olivet side of things. So if you're the Bulldogs, you love just maintain the ball for a little bit here. But it's not going to happen.
Sizemore goes for a long ball to Peterson, and it's just going to go right over his head as Jackson is going to control for the Comets. Ball comes right behind us. Peterson looks like he was kneed in the stomach, but he is cramping currently on that far sideline. We will go to a quick break here as they figure that out.
All right, come back.
Welcome back inside the Sweeby Family Indoor Athletics Center here at Adrian College. It is 2-2, all tied up after the Bulldogs held a 2-0 lead against the Olivet Comets. Olivet has battled back here in the second half, claiming 2 goals against the Bulldogs as Gano will send it in. Will be headed by Reynolds, but it'll be sent out by, I believe, Gurker. And Kafulis will dabble around Jennings. Gano is going to send one, flip the field over there. Buchan is going to fall, and Bender is going to just send it down, but they're going to get called on a foul here. It'll be a free kick for Olivet. Now, refs have gone up and down with calling this game physical and not physical as we get later into the second half, with only 22 minutes remaining.
You know, I hate to discredit referees. I think they're doing a fantastic job. But as you mentioned, it's kind of been back and forth what's been getting called and what hasn't been getting called. So now every time there's a little bit of contact, both benches just up and screaming for a call. And as a player and as a coach, you never want to get into that mentality where you're asking for a call. So if you're the Bulldogs here, you kind of got to settle down and play your own game and not worry about the refs are doing.
Ignatievich goes for a quick throw-in. It's going to go to Kafulis, back to Ignatievich, and it's going to go off an Olivet defender and out. Kafulis is going to come in here, looking for a throw-in. He's going to send it over to the corner off of Hayes' foot. Hayes is going to turn around. He's got a chance. Sorry, there's Biter. Biter's going to send one on. Great save by Van Port Fleet. Biter with a beautiful opportunity there for the Bulldogs, unable to put it away.
It's the best look a Bulldogs had in a while now. But as you mentioned, fortunately, just not quite enough power on the shot, and Van Port Fleet able to scoop it up.
Headed by Bender there as Buchan is going to go to Jackson. Jackson misses just wide right.
Man, they've been trying to run that play for Jackson all game. They finally had him, had about a step and a half against the Bulldog defense, but unfortunately unable to get the proper touch on it.
Size was going to short kick to Bender. They're going to build out here. Saab. It's going to be over there on... for the Bulldogs as Jennings is going to come back and corral it. Jennings looking up. He's going to kick to the little side. Side's going to send it wide to DeWeed. DeWeed's going to move in the middle. He's going to make a move on Myrick, but he's going to be tripped up there as Herring is going to send it back after being tackled by Saad. Saad there, put a little too much contact there as it's going to be a free kick for the Comets as Van Port Fleet comes all the way up again. He's going to send it right into the box. Deep ball here, looking for Jackson on that left side. The Comets looking time and time again for Marcel Jackson there. Only really gotten him in good position once. Nonetheless, they're going to keep going back to it with this speed. Size is going to send the most looking for Saad. It's going to be sent away by Buchan. Binder is going to throw it cross over by Kafulis. It's going to be kicked back by Jennings towards Kafulis. Jackson's going to put through. Myrick is going to send it over across over there to Abbott. Unable to reach it. Sorry, that was Reynolds he was looking for, not Abbott.
Man, such a good look there from these Comets. Great feed to Reynolds. However, just a little bit too out in front, combined with a little stumble from Reynolds. Comets unable to capitalize and take the lead late in this one.
Gerker's going to send one down the field. Looking for Ignatovic. He's going to come through. Ignatovic is going to try to beat out Gano and Cantu on that right side. It's going to go off of a defender there for Olivet. It's going to be an Adrian throw there to throw it in. Try to throw in the box towards Jennings. Miss. Kafulis is going to throw it out to DeWeed. DeWeed controlling. Throws it to Ignatovic. Ignatovic. And it's just going to Buchan. Buchan's into Reynolds. Reynolds is working into Adrian College territory. He's going to send a long ball to Kendrick. Kendrick defended by Binder. It's going to go off. Binder sends it off of Kendrick and back in to the behind the Adrian College, and Sizemore will take it back. Sizemore set to take it away here. Did we just get back on stream?
Not exactly sure what we've missed, what we've covered. The important thing is Bulldogs take the lead 3-2.
After a great goal by Dominic Kretschmeyer there off of a nice set piece there. Ignatovic kicks it into the middle, into the box, and it was tipped by Kretschmeyer just past the hands of Van Port Fleet into the goal. Don't know if you could hear me. Don't know if you could see it. We had a stray ball come and nail our power cord that knocked out our entire setup, so I'm going to momentarily reset everything up. But it seems like we are back. It's going to be a long throw in there by Holland on the far right side. It's going to be headed away by Gerker. Jennings is going to sneak around. Jennings beats out Gill. Jennings takes it up. He's got two. Jennings takes it to the middle and strips on the ball. Unfortunately, there's Gano takes it up, but it looks like Jennings is down. So we walk around there. Gano, it's going to go back to DeWeed. DeWeed's going to take it up. It's going to be Kafulis is going to take it up. Kafulis looking inside, working. He's going to try to kick it through to Ignatovic, and it's not going to go through here. So we sent down by Eldred. There's a man down. We're going to go to a break here. We are back here in Adrian, Michigan for the remainder in the last 16 minutes and 20 seconds of this MIAA matchup between the Adrian College Bulldog and the Olivet Comets. So a ball will be sent down. Binder Jackson's going to attempt to bring it through. Sizemore comes out and clasps the ball right away from Marcel Jackson. Sizemore yelling for his players to get up. They have a 3-2 lead. Sizemore's going to take it up as much as possible. Kendrick's going to come down and pressure him. Sorry, that was Arian that came down to pressure him. Saad is going to be whapped away on this right side by Myrick. by the Comets. It'll be a throw in by Kafoulis. Kafoulis throws it down on the right side, looking for Biter, but Myrick is just going to send it right into the wall of the dome here. Let's be nice for the ball. The assistants here in the dome, they don't have to run very far for any loose balls. It goes off a wall now. As Biter, a lot of contact there. No calls. I believe they called, nope, a goal kick for the Comets. After a lot of contact there, Biter loses control and it goes off the back line. Here we go. Van Port Fleet, Comets seen something happen here in the last 15 minutes. After crawling back from down 2, the Bulldogs silence their complete comeback and are now up 3-2. Van Port Fleet sends it down. Headed by Saad. Gano. He's going to send a through ball to Shield. Looking for the offsides flag. Nothing there. Shield. He's going to send it. Beautiful kick off of Kretschmeyer's foot. And Kretschmeyer sends it out of bounds.
Man, Kretschmer is fired up after that one. It's been an intense finish to this one as the clock continues to run down. One of the biggest defensive plays of the game and one of the biggest spots of the game. Kretschmer has every right to be fired up after that.
He's fired up after making that defensive play, and he was pretty fired up after he put one in the back of the net to give the Bulldogs the lead by 1 as Sizemore yet again is going to come right out and silence any possibility of an attack by the Comets.
Man, love the IQ there by Sizemore. Once he saw that the ball wasn't going to make it and there was no Comet there that was going to be able to put a strike on net, he runs way out on the angle.
Goof over Biter! Biter's going to crash in! And there's going to be a foul on the Comets! We might be looking at a pen here for the Bulldogs. Biter was tackled down. Referee conducting here what is going to be called. Cantu pleading his case. Looks like there are multiple Comets in the area. And it's going to be right outside of the box here, so it's going to be a set piece for the Bulldogs. They have every intention here of going on net. Nobody. Everybody back for the Bulldogs here, other than Ignatovic and Sahad. Here we go. Ignatovic, Sahad, sitting there. This could put the game on ice. The Bulldogs are able to squeak one by Van Port Fleet in the corner there. Ignatovic has one in this game already. Sahd's just going to take quick shot off the post. It's going to be recovered by Kafoulis. Kafoulis makes a move. He's working, crosses it to the middle. It's going to be kicked away by his own teammate, Biter. Kafoulis is going to corral it, but we get an offsides flag here by the referee. A little bit deep into the end of the Comets, nonetheless still an offsides flag as Van Port Fleet will take the kick to send it away. Van Port Fleet waiting for his team to set up. Van Port Fleet's going to take a long kick here. It's going to be headed Cantu, then off of Ignatovic. They're looking for a through-away for Ignatovic. Gano's going to try to corral it. He's going to send it away. Kafoulis is going to go off his chest. He's going to take it away, though, by Gill. Gill's going to send it looking for Jackson, but yet again, Kretschmeyer is there. Comets need something here late. Gano's going to come over here to take the throw-in for the Comets. 11:09 left here in the game for the Comets, trying to mount another comeback. After already being down 2-0, they are now down 3-2. Comets heading to territory. Kretschmeyer again is going to nail it on, but it's going to be a through ball by Myrick to nobody but Sizemore. Sizemore's going to control. He's got pressure by Shield. He's just going to pick it up. Sizemore has shown off a long arm today. We'll see if he'll show it off again here or just send one into the Comets territory, only having almost under 11 minutes left. Sizemore sends a long booming kick away. And it's going to be headed by Reynolds, I believe. Sorry, nope. It's going to be a through ball to Shield. Shield's going to be working on Bender. Bender with the, sorry. That's Elger with a beautiful defensive play there. Biter. He's going to let it go through to Buchan. He's going to do a quick throw in here. It's going to be to Guerin. Gano. Sends it over to Jackson, who there's going to be a contact call on Kafoulis after Jackson threw himself into Kafoulis. Nonetheless, it'll be called a foul by the refs and a set piece here for the Comets. Gano set to send it in.
This late in the game, anytime you get a controversial call, well, you're going to have controversy, and that's exactly what we saw there. Charlie Miles up a few feet from the referee, making his case.
Gano's going to send a low one in there. It's going to be deflected. Shield sends one off his own body. Looked like DeWeed sent one into the body of Reynolds, and it went out of play. Sizemore, you're set to another goal kick. He is taking his time, and he is in no rush here. Almost 9 minutes left to go. There is no rush for this Adrian Bulldog team. They up one. They don't want to take any chances here. Kill as much time as they can and take this one home.
Well, for most of this game, it's been the Comets putting on the pressure, so no surprise. Sizemore wants to give the Comets as few opportunities and as little time as possible to get the equalizing goal in this one.
It's going to go off the head of Binder and then kicked by Holland out of bounds. It'll be a thrown by Binder. Binder waiting. He's going to throw it in looking for Biter. It's going to go over the head of Biter. It's going to be kicked back into the middle to Soper. Soper's going to work it. It's going to go off. It's going to go to Biter. Then Olivet kicks it out of bounds. Binder with another throw in. Bulldogs trying to maintain possession here and kill as much time as possible or send a dagger into the back of the Comets net. Either or will work here. It's going to be sent to the middle. It's going to be cleared away by Myrick. Reynolds heads it. It's going to be a missed header there for the Bulldogs as Abbott is going to lose control. Side. He's going to control. He's going to send it back to Kafoulis. Kafoulis is going to work up the right side. Kafoulis working his way into Comet territory, sends it to DeWeed. DeWeed is going to control it. DeWeed's going to sneak by DeWeed, but Marcel Jackson is there for the Comets. But Kutchmeyer again. Beautiful defensive play. Biter is going to kick it over, and it's just Gano is going to send a long booming ball into the middle of the field. Myrick, side is everywhere right now. He runs back, tips it away, looking for a long ball to Shield. Shield on Binder on the right side. One-on-one. Shield, Binder. Shield blocked by Binder. Beautiful defensive play by Binder there, but it will be a corner kick for the Comets. 7:30 left to play in this game. Comets need it now.
Even though the Comets get a corner kick out of it, what a big play by Binder. Comets had numbers coming up the field, but Binder puts the clamps on the Comets, gets a stop there, and for now, Bulldogs still have the lead.
Cross in, taken by Buchan. Buchan's going to be head toward the net and cleared. Here comes Ignatovic. Ignatovic is going to control it. Working one-on-one with Guerin. He's going to work around Guerin. Ignatovic just making moves everywhere, then gets it past Myrick. And it's going to be sent away by Kafoulis. Offsides flag comes up on Biter. Quick movement here. Van Port Fleet is going to wait and give time. We are under 7 minutes to go here in the second half in the Sweeby Family Indoor Athletics Center. The Bulldogs in the inaugural game in this facility trying to kick it off with a W. Binder comes up, but to no avail as Holland's going to send it back to Guerin. Guerin's going to send it back to Holland. Holland going to send it to Shields. Going to send a long booming ball into the box. Headed over by Garrick to Jackson. Jackson's going to control. Cross it into the middle. Off, I believe, was that off the football upright?
Well, judging by the swinging uprights, that ball hit off the side of the uprights.
Not good, though, unfortunately, as Miller checks back in here for the Bulldogs. Miller comes in for Sahat. Sizemore looking to send a long bomb here for the Bulldogs, and that is a low bullet into this middle of the field here. It's going to sneak by everybody. Ignatovic on Cantu, and Cantu's just going to knock it out of bounds, and it's going to go Bulldog ball. Binder's going to come up to take the throw in.
And Binder taking a lot of time, taking slow, small strides up to that ball.
Trying to work it down under 5 minutes here for the Bulldogs, giving the Comets as almost no time at all if they wish. But here we go. I believe that's Biter. Biter working Cantu. Cantu's going to win this one and take it back, let it go out of bounds for a throw-in. He's going to throw it to Holland, who takes a little bit more steps than he should, but it's going to throw out Binder. It's going to go off the top of his head. Picked over by Abbott. Jackson. It's going to be settled there by Eldred. And here comes Reynolds working on Kafoulis. Reynolds. Kafoulis. Kafoulis is not phased as Reynolds sends it all the way across looking for Shield. Shield's going to head into the middle. Looking for Abbott. Abbott takes a big dive there to no avail from the referee. Here we go. Myrick. Looking for Abbott there on the right side, but too low. As Gerker's going to send it out. Myrick to Jackson. Jackson looking for a quick turnaround, but slips. Kafoulis, and it looks like he was tripped up there by Jackson. That's going to be an Adrian College free kick. Sizemore is going to come out to take this one. Kafoulis a little slow to get up, but nonetheless is fine. Here we go. Sizemore. Under 4 to play here in the second half. Adrian has a 3-2 lead. Sizemore sends a long, low bullet. It's going to go off the head of Giron. Ignatovic is going to send one off of a Comet defender and out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in here by Kafoulis. Kafoulis is going to take his time here, doing all he can to get the Bulldogs more time. He's going to send it to DeWeed. DeWeed's going to send it off of Myrick for the Comets and out of play. Bulldogs taking as much time off the clock as they can as Ignatovic there is going to lose the ball into Gano, and Gano is going to send it out of play. Kafoulis with another throw in here. Bulldogs just killing time. Killing time. We're almost under 3 minutes to play here in the second half. Ignatovic sent out by Gano. They have an opportunity for a long throw in here, but they're not going to take it. They want to kill time. They want to make the Comets go the full length of the field if they're going to score. Kafoulis, just throw it in. He's going to be pushed very hard by Cantu to no avail, the referee. But Shields going to work up the side. He's going to stop. He's going to send Miller for a spin, then Shields going to throw it long looking for Jackson. Kafoulis is there to stun Jackson. Miller in the middle. Try to feed it through the Biter, but it did not work. Gano sends one up, looking for Jackson. Kafoulis turns around blocking Jackson. It's going to be sent out of bounds. Gano looking for a quick throw in here. He's going to pass this throw into Abbott. Abbott has had a couple long throw-ins earlier. They're going to try to get as many numbers possible down near the goal. Put some pressure on Adrian here late. We are under 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Headed out by Kretschmeyer again. It's going to force in the second half as Kafoulis sends one down. Long way to go here for the Comets. Only a minute and 45 seconds left to play in this second half. Cantu's going to take it down. Cantu sends one. Looking for Shield. And it's going to be headed away by Binder. Great defensive play by Binder, making the Comets take more time. We're going to sub here from Olivet. Jackson Gill will come in for William Myrick. Here we go, long throw in by Holland. Into traffic. Gerker's going to send it through the middle. Controlled by Ignatovic. Miller is going to win the battle against Holland, but here comes Kafoulis. Kafoulis to Ignatovic. Ignatovic controlling the ball. 2 people on him, and DeWeed is just going to play it over, making Olivet run. Under a minute to play here in the second half. It's going to be sent out of bounds by Olivet. It's going to be a throw in here for Binder for the Bulldogs. One minute remaining here in the Strebe Family Indoor Athletics Center. The Bulldogs trying to hang on to a 1-0 lead here as it plays a little bit tic-tac-toe between the teams. And it's going to be thrown to Ignatovic. He's going to throw it to the side. Biter's going to throw a long one here to Miller. Miller beats out Gano. He has 2, Cantu and Gano. Miller is running all over the place. And Cantu's going to send one down. Last second prayer here. Last seconds of prayers here for the Comets. Miller's tripped up by Guerin. Late here in the game, the Comets looking for a miracle here as the Bulldogs are going to take their time with this free kick. 10 seconds left here. Bulldogs just have to hang on. The ball is going to go out of Olivet, and it's going to go out of bounds. Bulldogs, after the Comets overcome a 2-0 lead, are able to open up the inaugural game in the Sweeby Family Indoor Athletic Center with a 3-2 victory over the Comets and a 1-0 start in conference play.
What a game. What a fight from these Bulldogs today. It looked like the story of this game was going to be the Bulldogs dominating defense early on. They went into the half with a 1-0 lead. Then early on in the second half, they tack on another one. And I think I might have said that this feels a little insurmountable, but still watch out for these Comets. But then all of a sudden, within 15 minutes of each other, the Comets get back-to-back unanswered goals to tie things up. And then we kind of hit a stalemate for a bit. But then Kretschmer with a huge goal as time started to run down in the second half, put the Bulldogs out in front. And from there, it was the strong Bulldog defense putting it away.
Let's talk about Kretschmer for a second here. What a second half from him. Obviously scoring the game-winning goal, but honestly, really impactful on defense there for Kretschmer. Able in the end to really anything that came his way was deflected out of play or into the center of the field.
You know, there was a couple plays as the time was winding down the second half. Huge plays in the interior of the defense. Kind of had a few in front of the net where Sizemore debating, should he go out, should he stay in? But Kretschmer was there to send him away, and he was really a difference maker for the Bulldogs stay on the defensive end.
Let's not forget to mention Sizemore here. Obviously, his name was not called as much in that second half. Nonetheless, he played a phenomenal game for the Bulldogs. Was able to control everything that came at him other than a couple of the penalty kick goes 50-50 there. But really able to have a solid foundation for the Bulldogs in net. Really helped catapult them over the line.
You know, in the bigger picture, this game is so important for these Bulldogs. As we mentioned, and as most know, it's been such a slow start to the season for these Bulldogs. 2-9 heading into play today, but once conference play starts, that slate is essentially wiped clean, and every game just means so much more. And on top of that, first ever game inside of the new dome here on campus. This one really means a lot for the Bulldogs.
Yes, that's huge. To come into the honestly a whole new area, right? You don't know this turf as well as you know the Docking Stadium. You come into the Sweeby Family Athletic Center here in Adrian College, opening up its inaugural game with a win that is huge for the Bulldogs. Well, Remington, it was a pleasure as the inaugural game in this Sweeby Family Indoor Athletic Facility on Adrian College's campus ends in a 3-2 victory for the Adrian College Bulldogs over the Olivet Comets. We thank you and everyone working tonight from Adrian College Television. We hope you have a great